Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back. Welcome to our fortnightly video of everything that's been going on in the English Pokemon TCG. We're going to look at announcements, newly released cards, all of that good stuff. Actually, it's quite a lot of updates on previous announcements in today's video. So let's jump into it. We'll look through a few things, and then there are a couple of nice new cards too. First of all, the tech sticker collections for the black and white set that is coming out in a couple of months' time. Those images have finally been revealed. They were the only products where we didn't have any images from TBCI yet, so we can now see those. These have the Gothitelle and Reuniclus promos in them. They look very nice, 3 packs in each, one for the black set and one for the white set. At this point, I will as well quickly mention, I know there have been some leaks of products from the black and white set, so we've seen some cards that we really shouldn't have seen yet. I'm not going to be talking about those. I'm going to wait until stuff has been officially revealed or officially released, and then we'll talk about things like that and how it affects the set. Next, a couple of updates for Destined Rivals promos. So first, the staff promos from pre-releases. If you remember when we had the Journey Together pre-releases, I talked about the staff promos having 2 variants for some reason. Some copies had the old actual stamped in gold lettering for the staff stamp, and then some copies had the newer raised up lettering, and one local store in our area had one and one had the other, so I was able to see both of them there. Law finally got in the staff promos from Destined Rivals. All of the ones in our area have been the new raised up lettering. I've looked as much as I can online, and I can't find any pictures that definitively show a stamped version. Obviously it is hard to tell with photos sometimes, but everyone where I could definitely tell one way or the other were all raised up. If anyone sees any photos that definitively show a stamped in staff stamp on these Destined Rivals promos, definitely let me know. But for now, all I can see is that we have the raised up version. And next, the Team Rocket Zapdos promo that we got over here for GameStop has been officially announced as coming out with the set logo version in Asia. I don't believe there's been any sort of official announcement about Europe yet, or about an Australia-New Zealand EB Games version, so we'll keep an eye on that. Next, we had one new promo that did release over the last 2 weeks. This was a Pokemon Center version of Team Rocket's Tyranitar from Destined Rivals. Basically, it was a few days where you could go on the Pokemon Center, you just clicked the banner ad on the first page, and it brought you to a list of eligible products you could buy to get this Tyranitar promo. It was a bit of a weird list. I know I ended up buying a shoulder bag that held deck boxes. Laura ended up getting a playmat. There was lots like deck boxes, different things like that. Really, it did honestly seem a bit of a getting rid of old stock kind of thing. But a lot of the items weren't too expensive, and it is a decent looking promo. Only issue I kind of have with this one is this was also a pre-release promo, and because we've moved away from pre-release promos being Black Star promos and now just being Cosmos foil variants from a set with the same artwork, this Tyranitar has already had a Cosmos foil version as a pre-release promo. If the pre-release promo had different artwork, this would have been the first Cosmos foil version of this Tyranitar. So, really feels like they could have at least picked another card from the set to make the Pokemon Center promo, just so we have a bigger variation of cards with unique Cosmos foil treatments. But, you know, Tyranitar is popular, so kind of see why they did it. And finally, we have one new announced product. This is going to be this year's holiday calendar. Now, last few years, they've done these. They're basically an advent calendar. They come with 25 different doors in the advent calendar with different things in them. So they said we're getting 8 foil cards with a festive stamp, 6 booster packs, 7 3-card fun packs, 2 coins, and 2 sticker sheets, plus a code card for TCG Live. Now, this has been pretty standard to the last few years. That's kind of the distribution we've got, but it seems like they've really upped their game with the promos this time. So the 8 promos are still going to be cards from sets that just have a snowflake logo on them to make them a variant. But in addition to there being an EX, there's a Glaceon EX, we also have 2 illustration rares. We have Vanillish and Crabominable illustration rares getting that variant with the snowflake stamp. So this is really cool compared to previous years where there was 1, maybe 2 EXs, and then all the rest of them were just regular cards. It's really nice to see a couple of illustration rares in there. Of course, the most popular cards are most likely going to be Pikachu and Eevee, because they are variants from the 151 expansion, which, as I'm sure you know, is the one and only expansion that a lot of people really try and master set and go for all of those variants. All previous years of this calendar, you can get the promos for honestly next to nothing. I think about $8 to $10 for full sets of 8 from previous years. So even with the upgrades to 2 illustration rares and a couple of variants from 151, I don't think you're going to have a problem paying probably under $20 still for the set of 8 promos if that's all you're interested in. But if you're interested in the other stuff, then it's definitely worth picking up. A lot of booster packs in there, some stickers, some coins. There's no like backpack danglers or anything actually that we've had in previous years. I know Law really liked the Chen Pao that we got last year. This product's releasing August 22nd, you know, right in time for the holidays. You've got to make sure you're ready to start on December 1st, so you got to get yourself prepped and get this in the middle of August. But hey, that's when they've been coming out. It is actually a very nice product. I know Law will be ordering multiples of them as soon as they release. And that seems to be it for the last couple of weeks. Like I said, just a lot of updates, one new promo, one new product announcement. Obviously, this coming weekend is NAIC. We have a pretty good idea of what the promos for that will be. It'll probably be Buddy Buddy Poffins, but we'll update that in the next video in 2 weeks' time, just once we are 100% sure. I am having to miss NAIC for a family wedding, but I'm excited to see what other news and stuff comes out of it. There will, of course, be other videos between now and then on the channel. We'll have some more openings, probably, some more info videos, maybe a coffee talks if David is free, and I think me and Laura may be going to try and start something up, so keep an eye out for that. But hey, as always, let me know in the comments what you thought, especially let me know if there is anything you think I missed that I need to go back and correct for the next video, and especially let me know, again, if you see anything about those Destined Rivals staff promos with the different stamp version. But hey, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
We would like to say a huge thank you to everyone who chooses to support the DJ Gigabyte channel on Patreon. Join us to help out and get a look behind the scenes.
Thanks for watching. Check out some more videos right here.
And don't forget to subscribe for more awesome Pokemon content from DJ Gigabyte.
Gotta catch 'em all!